I'm Sanchia. You were Copucus, Sanchia and Beam. Oh, no program, you were your programs, me no.
Okay.
Near the kind, about your Kua on Behe PVC share, as no, or in the gritty. And more Mokonia so much Juma, I say. Near Tosumi and a copima, it is a motorbikes no. Emma, or more as a fata say. Omo enya na omo boa ma ikua ya ntimi fa ne ntoma pa efra mame nka kakra bi emfa PVC share no ansa na maba onse ese wo hwe ba bi a nkuto ekoso ewo aman dwaso na ya de ekonkan yi na de meti ya mani die ne se wiase nyina na ye kan nkuto a ye papa nso a Ghana de ne dikan
Nkutu yeah, share butter, yeah, that's right.
That's right. So we are seeing Ghana there now.
The whole world. Ghana there na papa. Wow.
And now back Ghana so it create employment emma nipa beye papa hensia 600,000.
600,000
na more especially in the northern part
of Ghana.
Ghana. The tuturan so emma. So man so di yepe say busunya
Aso.
There be a because mema idi wa hia wunya tekua. Osachi bi glass besa azikata. But e call ba no ho dia. So wa ma wo be ma ni bi antubutum kro ba ye aduane am haide.
Adibi.
Wadibi. Nti yeru a oye hye so obenya sika esombo am no. We ye enya US dollars. Euros no. Obenya be 4 million.
Okay.
How the be boasa share not no. Net ma page no. Esiho na enyuma na create ma yenua no e ma menom yenua no ma no ebekọ so akreti wasan do share bajefo ne nsase omumwa e ma company and then fan say egu e share not company na egu no challenge ba ko da mom so mama company asan dey apage ni mu na ma say ebe import sorry ebe export all the raw aspect no dem we bit ma dane nkuto nani wa kakra nsana
yede bekwa yakọ
yede akọ ene ne ade a ode hye omo mo ne agipa na mo wa rehye mu se ombeye am ye ho because I learned that within the next 5 to 10 years now I bet hit with my in excess of 20 billion kutono
wow
we are say man so
yes
say so a word value of Nkuto is around 3.5 billion US dollars and it me etap me 1 billion I say yes yakoye no ansa na yewie I was saying, Yura, Emma, Nante, Ghana, mu because of language barrier, and
okay,
Chimu. Am I near queer for any Greek officers? No, but before then, no one casane. All the district directors of Agrica, Ghana, had never read this now. I see and no, my dinkomo. No, my course, a young court near Koshimkina, near she queer for no. Especially or more my or more cool no more money cool no near no moncasa. So the will be added who be a year Feed Ghana program.
Okay.
Near Koyan, one of the challenger na extension officers no air canno. Say logistics on the Beko, a queer for an answer.
Okay.
I'm moment to my majuma. And now we are Pukuni this one do huna. Or Feed Ghana, your one aspect of my friend is a farm service center.
Farm service center.
Yeah, farm service center.
Okay.
Afi ye be sha CS mako adunum
20 adunum
50
okay
na hono ya one stop shop
okay
for all farmers
wow okohane opebia
so saka the open extension officer services by click of phone short code we ya ebe ko ama extension officer about phone and now poultry farm and now obi ada be how are we there and now more movement I dey here you right kupa and yes I call on say to so na the harness here na say we are say west standard there nka one extensions officer bia or where for
500
I see ba Ghana me no kasa here one extension officer bia where for apem ahinu 1500 that's the ratio
na je say
Omojuma no so
adwuma na kwakwa kese
ohwe anka abo ho me yensa
yeah
na onsan nya logistics ya obasan
de
adwuma no the call ho bi ho bekatem so moto bi they were even specific they say moto na mo de man na ye pe the jungle tap na enye me nwanwa say moto ayenya enne ana nra ye danema akuafo no so no na ye the jungle type wa ye Yamaha. Now we can just find out boy idea was through but tiny in an say about my extensions, officers a bit me I reach out to many farmers as possible.
I see.
Now entity any actually or more than my phone or the mom said a bear no by no a beba amano I come. I know when I record energy and run, but tiny is or my equiaphone, sorry, extension officers no. Any feed Ghana coordinated from Kwakobwa, or the inferior district, 500 of these motorbikes and Ereco. But no, I don't know more or how I do 150 ready.
And I ready.
I ready now. Yeah, the amount.
Okay, Bosch near 500.
500.
But we'll deliver 150. 150. I got 350.
350 within the shortest possible time.
I know so beko.
Within the shortest possible time. Ebi and sign crown answer echo. Was it is in trenches into 150 by and the entry soon to draw.
Yeah.
Could you want to go so yanka say many in our bands and the yako. The buyer or Jim on the coin. And did you ever buy be in time who do but the buyer Ebeco. Every cry feeding rabbits in every another batch cross side. The Bema extension officers no more timid Abuama for the Jumedino. Because there be a cassette. So I could see Bruning Ben Ubuyano. Meaning, say, and I'm near Buya near the Cobra Food, said it was an angry man is what?
A hungry man.
A hungry man is an angry
man, yeah.
On Casubi only at Adia, and a bufu, so be a comedy and a bufu.
Yeah.
And one of the key a year, there be I'm France if what me dominate some of the African countries now. I'm telling you. Because they've realized so mine or munya might to my mufunya did no more tom. Omunya enam ewe mo hotom omunya ensa enom mo hotom a no mo how isa do fe kodiwa they be keep on say me who how sovereign they are.
Okay.
Because they are being dictated for by the France people. Even musica crown composers or some crown of France no mo people say musica no mo reserve no France for us and abo mo bosia.
Wow.
But in ya de ho nya din wo Cote
d'Ivoire.
The complaints are if you about Anissa.
I see.
Because to me money to what we here to be in the adi. When you nsu anum. Munim san obenya san anum. Oya. In the word I say they are being dictated for by the foreign answer no. E ho nye o ma de here o. The yansu bit man de ho dia. Na say aduane fam. The belief is a full security near my home here. And now I know because I to Kwesi Burkina say Kim, you watch it.
I didn't,
because the enthusiasm we had him do snow me and son. 73% of tomatoes we consume in Ghana if you Burkina.
Tomatoes here the
Diokrum raw wine.
You told Jum no
73% if you Burkina.
If you Burkina and Bagana.
Jane you know. We spend about hoping sum of $24 million annually to import genie from Niger. Now, in the Burkina so to board them, but when Niger for honey for Niger, the genie Sunday. So you see the challenge here. Me the name pie Maku. We import 62% of the pepper we consume in Ghana.
62%.
62% Maku ID.
Not just market in the order.
Of course. So if the market is not there,
yeah.
So more import
yeah.
Do we have a market in hobby?
So demand no.
Demand no.
But supply no mine
so. Because as we speak, let's be honest. If you pick 2022 as the base year, they import 95% of the chicken we consume.
And real Ghana, 95%
imported.
And 5% per Ghana.
So it tells you the demand is there. But people have challenges, especially the poultry farmers. Almost feed in the boarding.
Yeah.
And the almost for the end of the equosoro. And the iron had or tofu brother Cassia Fufu back would be a 200 and the import on a back cost and baby 100 Ghana. But we must start from somewhere. Company behind industry behind. Oh, Shah said the cost of production is high. Overhead cost no high.
I know dear.
And until say we bear with almost say yen patronage yan kasa ye no. No muntimi expand or more entacrim. Na omuntimi serve ye no. Na ye have so is to say oh ye got off of a damper me be am fan of a damper. How many days run do opposite anymore? And what's the DB here? So when we now meaning when you get be. Now what testing is now man got off a damper my way on married. Because we made any but I know no.
But I know no.
No. Because be to bet me there be a death fridge bear, you know.
No.
Bear 1 year, you might not know.
I feel a bit true.
Wow. And open qua punch fresh this year. Never she fridge after 3 months. Because it is in change.
I may change it. Definitely.
Did you parent the Koyadi and know when you have that is now on Castle on Median, but that's what we are going through now. But the major issue is say Bibi Kusi, never be a coffee sour for them Bombano. What happens to us?
I see.
Yeah, Ukraine, Russia and Turkey.
Yes.
Food inflation could reach 57%.
Yeah.
Inflation could reach 55. I mean 54.
Yeah.
But the food inflation was the highest.
That's true.
57. The question is, are you then and to acquire Russia and Ukraine? Am I a Adriano? A boy in Ghana? Abra Assassin, and now. Assassin, Ben, where you cry intimate in Ghana.
Yeah.
And none should tell us, say, who said, say, I'm who you have to do in my year. Be happy to me, after I say. Burkina for your tomato factory. They are almost done. Assuming some customer, yes, our tomato factory, me, no more process of tomatoes and son. It's so Cassia, a binya way, so.
Yes, you're now running.
You're running any. You're going to be feeding in a factory now, and sana, SS no, or the other.
No, or add value to the raw, which will give them more money.
More money. And we spend whooping some about 400 million to buy tomatoes from them.
400 million
US dollars to buy tomatoes from them. As we speak, 2024, we spend over 3.5 billion US dollars to import food and its related items to Ghana. Nyane nkoko ni nam ye cry ade ye di ye cry free amanone e de ba 2024 is around 3.5 billion US dollars 2024.
Challenge near day because you want to say no. Because okay, data they my moko, jene, tomatoes, and cocoa. What do you cocoa and ground frame for now? Moko, tomatoes, jene. Sani mawi. Obi no wa ogaso be for ya on for back untum. Ye tu moko kuradi odi ye betum. Jene dey constant. Challenge near day.
Challenge na one. Enye pepa anase apani ni so be so akuafo na se.
Okay.
Ko ahono se akuafo ni pepa. Ba obe Ghana na se ye makuya na ye den. Nipa yi su na ho one no eye more. Since e be man fidi aye den aye adwuma. Because tomatoes don't say body do. Jene eye ente say menkan eye. Ese so utimi funtu masase nene. Now there is a high man. Into mechanization, ye know your family idea de. Our form. And we are back on. Near to me, no research ye into the type of cereal a bit my way stand it. Your temperature no. Also, your idea. we omo factories now. They prefer tomatoes in Burkina no to the Ghana no. So the ana Ghana there no. And ensure no doso.
Okay.
Na Burkina there na aduane na wo ne there.
Yeah. Aduane no doso. Ya na hono so odin.
Ono den. Any breed. A breed.
Okay.
A breed.
But that breed, you know, your assassin supported that breed, and I end the year to say, but that kind of
let you as temperature no. I say to me support.
Okay.
Ghana for do akwa buchi so mutimitna.
Of course.
You know temperature epe.
Dabi.
Abofro do mbaga so mutimitna.
Yes.
You know omodi ye de epe. Good. Enti the same breed, you know. And there now bit my western temperature. I assume say your temperature ne Burkina Faso temperature different.
Okay. Burkina Faso we are ball cracking Ghana.
Good. It na say to me it say sa ay tomatoes no. Ehia baby a temperature ne den. E was
true. We are soon time.
So you can pick that same breed, you know, no was steady. No why you idea. Sa say Burkina temperature here 30% and I said 40%. Yeah, the same breed no bit Miami and the same breed no will be able to withstand 25 degrees Celsius.
Okay.
They just research into the type of seed they abandon. You fertilizer the milk you for. You can tell me if I'm wrong. But here, fertilizer you know my ocean yeton. And no be the mom was central region moto. And no be the mom one kind of moto.
Fertilizer back no.
You
but incessant can call sa.
Na ya sase no. But a topology of the land na e work no. Your soil facility.
Yes.
Any kepo zebe.
Dabi.
Ubeko baby na asase ne rich in nitrogen. Ubeko be na asase ne rich in potassium.
It be hanu here nitrogen.
Okay, nitrogen more. But before here potassium more. But we don't do all this kind of research.
Research, you know.
And one say who say
it fertilizer, ya man fertilizer.
Who say
Unim say asase we know. Content we na we a lucky. It will be a high nitrogen, rich in nitrogen. No asa kwaji nitrogen.
Fertilizer na.
E dey asa ko peso.
So you see. A bros crab bros was sound we fit or no why not.
Okay.
And we are doing all these things. We are testing the soil facility of every farm zone. We are taking into consideration the temperature range of every farm zone. So that say Bruno would do, I said would do a bro.
Yes.
The same Bruno. So do I need the same seed?
Okay.
I would do that.
Okay.
Because be now would do a boy and temperature ne a bibia a support.
Okay.
But me hono en support. And the end support wa the type of breed be na me nya ne ho a e be de e be boa. So we are taking all these things into consideration. And I be say ekuya no sa ya akono. So with the establishment of farm service center no, the be ne say u nipa no wa ho odin a obe use no be den e be kofo. And the uniska now papa now asase will be to my because everything will be given to you on credit at subsidized rate. Trata na ohia besa okoda e bia ko na bonte between 100 Ghana e bia ko na 40 Ghana. Now even with that 40 Ghana no eje ukure ska re pa beje pe ukure sika ye be ma ko ye adwuma ko pem so no ba ne be den e be ba ko pese ku adwuma na ye akono na amanfo ye den ewurem and ade ba ko a discourage a farmers and so yes so mu produce no ba bebre a omunya atofo yewere ko poko ne industries no mu use raw materials no mu use kuani sa no na de e power of mu industries no you know mu di kita ko akomada in the area so mu do tomatoes pa
okay
by your factory we so watem ha also bit my process 60,000 tons of tomatoes the only so nya bi ntino with anamo yera ma yetu ye na yes our cooperatives no me nyina online we register until with the click of be hu say ye wo nipa be 1,000 akoma dan o tomatoes annually we to produce this quantity of tomatoes. Do we invest another person of site to manufacture? Oh, if you go to this place, raw materials are available. So, open so company or temaha and I now pay raw materials now. When you come to the Ministry of Agriculture, we'll be able to tell you, say, with this type of raw material, area, this area will produce this quantity, that area will produce that quantity. The near Vienna also will because your community be western of a war pa make it natural honey. We almost omunyato for.
You go back to
Omunyato for. But how doing a lot of people are moving from using sugar to honey. Almost so unya water breme. Could be an unya water breme. It is almost so pet. A won't be at all. Obisu will be a baby on Junyato for. So there is this lack of market linkages for the farmers. No, a basa while you will bear 3 years when you will be man into it. A dear nation in Crans once and quite won't be on your beam. But if you are able to get, we have the data. No, be a open will be a casa open one open this quantity of Benyanoha. Let them be a more readily available amount for air to day in there, they will keep on doing it. A bar in Yama, you bet me ask what to say a brew and it's Anya Manuswa. Under the farm service centers now no ministry are taking inventory of all the existing warehouses. They are defect ministry a repair. They are under construction baby and a farm service center no warehouse come. Buffer stock have been hot well resource. The brewing now be doing be boo yes brebu. The bra obo bag ba ho ka 100 Ghana no. E to me boo na ko 80 Ghana. The bag could be about 20 cities.
Yes.
The next year, under this program, you pese cleaning the boka. In the way, na bono but from a Bruno boom, a born about from the government itself will come in to buy. Your belling will be a institutions or more feed or more mutual brew. Now a buy not to SS no dear go. And the brew where you're doing too much. Now I am not nebona cosrama, Timmy force from which Roman, they are buying out to a good one. But now they are bass system, I day. Abato. On Pacific in the Boboca, and on Pacific minutes where they are too much. Okay. And if all this is now a queer phone who said, or yet, you put that no, Ubenya to four, they'll be willing. Or Parkandi be if you're buying her, or either say buying the man free and as I buy no fact book casino. The total media per se 24-hour farm in the year can. Yeah, to a cat 24-hour and Casana to be in a full day.
And it should be
yeah, dear. And the farming is all seasons. For Bagana, I only 2 seasons.
Okay.
Major season and minor season. I'm the northern part of only 1 season.
Yeah.
You per se, we are 40 years, Juma. Say tomatoes na udia a persil is so too, which may be a tomatoes. A bruna uda a persil. Is so too, ubit me do bro. A more a persil is so too, ubit me a beans here, a persil is so too, with my. Once a udia soya beans here, it releases a lot of soya beans. Sorry, nitrogen, a mass assassin.
Yeah.
Combina udia soya beans, no try, no dear bro. Because a reason nitrogen, the mass assassin, a brunus being nitrogen.
I brought here nitrogen.
Nitrogen. I say Nipane nobody.
Okay.
So nobody release oxygen.
Yes.
They taking oxygen.
Yeah.
They release carbon dioxide. Then nobody also taking carbon dioxide. A brune na So yeah, beans. That was I am kufana.
But media making yakoto beans. Some me can do your Bruno. And yakoto beans. Say sa paint robano. White yakoto 2 days you.
Mubedia.
Yibidia.
Udia we ya say dia bro.
And you do not get your Bruno. But now, no, the challenge is that it's not to bear 1 month in your ornament.
That is why yeah, irrigation facility.
Yes.
But the way I say and say, and your baby na ubenya so can say that ubenya dam.
Yes.
As we speak, we are going to do about 10 new dams in the northern sector.
Okay.
Now I renovate 8 of them. The existing ones in 8.
Okay.
But the area we put then and you say, opposite inya about 2,000 boreholes. And the same area, no, maybe a benya or more no more share no, Munina Macacam boom. Then Munina no by a more yene idea here and so. The entire Macas no no say, me who baby I say what about yes.
Davi.
And I mean who be say what a cuckoo.
Davi.
And they take it natural, but they brew beans, tomatoes, cabbage, and it's Anya Maria here in soup.
If you are watermelon,
those area, on be a bare 100 and 200 hectares of land. Munina Sano by Namoya. What needs soon put you on our water table no air dear, a vessel support. We will drill boreholes.
Be two borehole, free
near mechanize it. Using solar powered near mechanized now pumping some money in Sudia. But the paper will be over managing.
Okay.
Obe manage in soon.
Managing soon.
Yeah, managing soon. Because in sooner pump here, we say they are bringing up power now pump it.
Yeah.
Food. Yeah. And you know, it does say by my farmers no more we see and I say paper money managing in soon. So this is what we want to do.
I see.
And the mechanized irrigation is one of the key factors that you are going to.
Because maybe want to say, for instance, minya soon in Temoa. January I'm starting year preparation. January and meet me out the year. Now March April no come first one. Individual don't me because the cost is high. I don't know cry. Because ska come last make ska come 4 acres no ska come.
And I am per se unkwa 4 acres and now 5 acres. Like say be tunsu amount.
Yeah.
No. But who as time na da no eson mu nyina mo come different block farming. Even though assassin your there. So now we talk about farm bank.
Yeah.
Say nka bia kru no assassin we be maye a kan dey no ka ba na bi di kan adoso. Na ya sa facility nyina wo. Into our person yes no buy the bino. Okay. So we have the facility there. And now there you pay something that one day. Because say assassin and what you pay will depend on assassin, the way being assassin.
Okay.
Because it's not the government who is going to pay for the land.
Okay.
And the Kuru Ranama may be 100 acres. Now by a CC is not 100 acres. No, it be a mamma 10 cities here. More better, the best better say, sir. A tour now be Tiama assassin ran it. What the government will do or the ministry will do, no, and they say obey us our facility. No,
assassin
so among
Tina be 1,000 acres. A bit more producing a baby.
A be do a brewer, a be do a beans or
a
be do tomatoes or a be do moko, a be do a Jenny, ewa. So the government will do the irrigation facility now.
Jenny say Hensu.
Jenny here so Maku here so
yeah.
Jenny minim that type no. It may stand a father you are it may stand here we are say boy enya bo abari we are it may stand here we are but we say tomatoes dey here so akofin so obeti
and okra
cabbage no nya here so na akofin so obedi obeti
yeah
aburo no here so akofin so bobo wie enya fa abani wie na e sha say ho ade enya so aye okay
yeah.
Beans no so nya epic we are and so nche beans class no do beans dey say be you know ntwen ma beans no kra ho wie yes e ho anu ha se twa ni nyina ya nche ha e de be ma akuafo no se de be ya o mbenya dodo na free enyema na o bedue no ndi ni pa wo ho
many about bi asende ne share butter product bi awaye alaska for the benefit of a foreign discussion no or the issue farmer no ka we dey nka se obetua sika kran ya advert man fatu tv ne se ya dey na questions bi o dey about me sa owura praku kakra eti was say me sa say for okay support ben some of omo involved and as omo share butter production no so that they will be able to expand the business. He's also talking about asking for babia honey, no, I can say honey, what's the enough for? I don't know, so person or could be not the any idea.
We really
I don't know.
Community and as about no, a
contombra side over.
Yeah, the community name refi.
And I cried the whole Facebook, not the BB at all. I'm out for Rachel. Okay, or not in here. Say no, I know.
Okay. Also because enche you de be daddy.
Yes.
And mestre say on for you know on money
On monitor agreement
because
ministry,
o secure funding
yes, yeah.
or secure funding I can say o be sign agreement.
Yeah.
And even person mu nsem nyina
Obeka ni
nyina
it was a pure natural shea butter.
share butter.
Ti obi nso die ni say no waye no.
Good.
On fa hwe infra mu.
Good.
Ti
But at least
packaging no.
packaging no.
Yeah.
Or the BBI there.
That's true. That's true.
Or the BBI account. Madam for be am no here na kro ni fee na say bosses be na am say we there was in Kutra there was or the South Africa.
Or in Kutu no
South Africa. As I'm saying, ne is me call my hair be 1 month na nyang na musa was Nigeria for say market in South Africa.
Ale. Omde
Nyama fra. Ndiama omo airport so.
the usage, you know.
Because obeto no. So the onim Ghana nkuto no.
Okay.
Obeto be we no be no me de nyama bi afra ma na you know. Engine sa you know base omunya regulated and produced by a company for a share
okay.
Share butter. In that a regulate so the regulate kuku na and then the purity no. Any trust na we are seeing now was say the papa the bit maintaining that level no. Now package na make come asem no. Whether so more ye omote nkuto na ba no more mudua e no more ye nyina no. Ye ntwen na opemu na ankasa. Emfa entu eja. Me ye chiame na nankasa ya menye ho.
Ano de.
Tinana de ne se nyina to bia na or sign agreement ni bi e beto jade a betimi
aka ho
asem e bia. But I'm saying a nice product.
Yes.
A lot of people are now, even in Ghana. Omwaja nku ahodo na use sa
me or 3 girls na me name baba ko last born no ye nku ese ne nkuto wa fi ko yi
na ho na ma yeso
oba no to white one no natural one no to oba no to the KCCD the ato adiem eno ana metebo
ntina ho hwe body na ye some ye wanye mo ne ye value. We don't value what we have. The trawa ma manfo ebe fa free yensem.
I see.
The time we say ke ye nyema we ya ke ho betwe no na akodi baby ewi. Ebi na ye kan wasem. Ade di no say tra Ghana na import mako. Abra mako aba if you come premises here.
Ebe free.
Why? Ana hawa hodo e wo mako sukrare no so to say
mako ne de no green one na ya na
mako ne green pepper we are talking about
red one no.
Okay. Mako ayiti.
Okay, Matthias here. Say green de ana sheda nchesa.
Then they have green pepper.
Oh, yeah.
I'm talking about pepper.
Mako angaze ndi atintin bia
yedi.
Ote no wahata. Na yam di bia ho.
That is not say import mako Ghana. I didn't say import mako Ghana. God, yeah, how back no say under the previous regime no.
Yes.
Because a regime be you name say the fertilizer alcohol per the records of Ministry of Food and Agriculture. But who be say directorate no. I'm say fertilizer be ama omo. Fertilizer be ama omo. I didn't try. A kwanya ye faso susu say ye boy kuafo no. Enya de e kon kan.
Hwe me ntwa wano me kokko na me TCS MPP one of the constituencies me more constituency ni or a vice chairman na MPP time no fertilizer and orona ye de ba na ye de command war na last year fertilizer nko 800 papa no fa no de kodo na fu ana kwa ba ko bi nso as won na say extension officers one on also last year on crimes were BSA agro chemical shop
yeah no the far for kugu no oton it just obey repackaging no oton and intina ye repoku say ye ntisa farm based organizations no?
Okay,
so the extension officer will supervise the agri officer will supervise but no by any as far as any money there ebe ko group na matter association no
ebe ko mo
and it be easy say chairman of the group na no ekoton dey easy to handle him.
Okay.
Na DC na the chairman ekoton fertilizer there.
Sub group in terms of any percent I'm open to form a group. No?
Minimum of 15, maximum of 40.
Minimum 15.
Yeah, maximum
40. Okay.
But we were thinking, say, your commodity be a poultry farmer. You can get a district where we need 15 from a poultry farm.
Okay.
So the adjoining district can come together.
Okay.
Group you say a commodity base. Commodity base. Tomato Farmers Association.
Okay.
Akotomra. Pia Tomato Farmers Association Jaboso. Pepper Farmers Association, Poultry Farmers Association, so that when the input and the resources are coming near the comoma, it was a way tomatoes who do man or more, tomatoes 1 year. And the comma. You are able to that. But on my neighbor, where do you go to Farmers Association?
Okay.
What are you into? Ebi dua body, ebi dua banchi, ebi dua mako, ebi dua nyadoa, ebi dua kube. And it's a man who input for the common. There's no one input to cater for all this farm a year. Fertilizer, the tomatoes, no bit with me, Mama Cody, but many so bit me, my brew. Meaning say, say season now, ebane tomato season. Now the common farm based association be na general no more no buy or more your pie bantia. Now command tomatoes about the end of the year. It's any commodity base. And when we identify say we want tomatoes no more dry, crew is no more.
Okay.
Until the near on the buy na more straight.
Obo accommodate for
tomatoes.
What do you say tomatoes?
They are quite accommodate.
Okay.
Accommodate qua near DC near the cuisine.
Okay.
There will be a task force of the DC we are member, but you only the cuisine so. Kwesi menu Tomato Farmers Association accommodate. Mo president here when we Kojo Mensa the secretary when adjoa menu to Kojo Mensa and adjoa menu they receive nyema. And based on the size kuafo no bia say ne focus city no well I was when in the same group no nyemu nyina ka na mbenyape.
I see.
Oh e bia me do 100 acres now with 10 acres.
Yeah.
The every input wa be so mbenyape.
Davi.
Ndi data record ebe cater for all these things. To my group no nipa say na wom e bia mo 40. Each member the farm size na say ebe cater ni nyina.
One thing I've realized about Ghanaian farmers, they are not lazy. But how to go on, if I say, into a large-scale farming, because of the support sending a okay.
Anyhow.
Maybe 4 acres in the tractor na kodoe. And then upo bikura manado of Wamawa, unya. Chemical I apply in the first time, you can't see a day she urano. Your boy in a drone, you run as a PI. And Kaubo drona, if I say, I had a cost no form. Nipa mkunyan no do 1 acre biama 600 Ghana. Nipa mkunyan so do bamno. Was ya upo biama na do nya. Odo 1 acre biama 600 Ghana. But in other senka me ye drew na me born me fall labor for 1 acre me more canon to 600 Ghana no. But it got to a point now me cry me chemicals go na dey cancers ya mempe.
As oran ka me papa sisi ya no.
Mempe. E me cry me ka say me nya nipa na obedo na me cost of production and banner yields no. Bitimi enya de empese me ya I'll prefer say me nya de bedo.
And anything as our farm service center number.
Okay.
A bit reduce drastically the cost of clearing their land.
Okay.
Because tractor na be also the tractor kodoya or kofano a private man or
a private man.
Good. Do no some of these in abandoned the bar was of 60% of the cost.
Okay.
And only scams for Bayama on credit copy so no buy any paper.
Well, but we done 400 cities. If you done 500 cities.
Maybe we done 400 so be about the opinion 150.
Okay.
And 200.
And doesn't give a dopa.
That is it. And at the end, they will say, who needs campo? It be more conduct from no buy any better. When you be a man and to name your perishable goods are banned beside it.
In distribution of those logistics and equipment, how are you going to do it? Because in terms of, because a bad district base,
yeah, district base.
Overcut district, there are so many villages and towns are farmers gum. In a tractor saying a day call.
Minimum number of tractors here. Every farm service center be 30.
30?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then accessories. tractor maako 30 accessories count. That's the minimum number.
Accessories count.
Say accessories in a tractor na accessories in any day. Ya de bedo, ya de be plow.
Plow is an
ya de bedua plant bibia count.
Okay.
And so if you decide to person mfidie na bibia mama, ubenya do de bedo.
Okay.
Ubenya do de be plow, ubenya do de be plant. Ubenya do de be harvest. Harvest count. Every farm center there will be harvest.
Ese ko pesca na ko
fa. Nti sa nyema ni nyema de be makua na yede ayakono. And de be makua fo na won so ayede say tin yes o form sa cooperatives no. E basa de easily identify. The muhiya trata na easy.
She will easy am group we are. Me do 10 acres do me de do so serious
neko. And one aspect is say omo be operating machines no, they are going to be trained how to repair them.
Okay.
And I could do a form ho na adiki to be just be 50 no, you should be able to repair. Every farm service center there will be a dormitory.
I see.
And the dormitory purpose and say omo be train omo akuya for be form na omo tete omo ye large scale be omo tete extension office be nya tete ho to kwa obeda ya tete ho because the contract na you know almost say say better na 2 years to train all these people and no jai ama Ghana for no. But it's going to be owned and operated by better na no I'm training especially tractors and extension office for 2 years and so no more every ho ako
Yanyin Kratomra homeboy Abba Yabazisia
Ehwehwemu adane de se onipa bi otaye ne nipa duam hwehwemu no onyini che na ya de adwane no na sem bisa ne se yebesiden anya yaresabia papa o madwuma so ani ewa dokotafo ne animdifo a wom sa yade entem ende Ghana de eba na yasabia papa wom tu yade asentam de a de enimu ane Kayibwe Heba an alternative hospital mesi yade ben na hawadwene eye chronic waist pain ana adwunsom yade infection ana menstrual pain aya won dadwene bema waye mbre won pem fibroid ana tete wo odi ani stroke arthritis abusua ni nyina no aduro ewo Kayibwe Heba an alternative hospital Kayibwe Heba ewo infidia wo de ye nipaduam hwehwemu asam dane se ye wonduro wanwaso a o fire na ho ato ye san ye lab scan ni test ahodo nyina so person check BP sugar prostate and as kidney test na
So we are at a location called Man 9, where we are facing the same challenge of the terrain. The machine is stuck in the mud and it is difficult to move it out here. So this is one of the challenges that we are facing almost all the points that we have visited. And there's the need for us to get a technical person so that in situations like this, we will see how we can move it. So we are also appealing again for leadership to know that the fight is going on earnestly, and these are some of the challenges that we are facing, and we want leadership to address it. You can see for yourself, the machine is very immersed deeply into the mud, and this is what is happening. The degradation here is so terrible, and we can't continue to close eyes on this thing. So we are fighting it with all our strength and capacity as law enforcement officer. Thank you.
This is Mile 9, a location around Obuasi area. And then we have come to this mining site. They have abandoned the machines and then they have run away. You can see the machines stuck in the mud. It's a clear indication of they even removing some parts of the machine. At the same time, we cannot have access to it. This is a new machine that we have even identified here. Very difficult for us to even use our usual way of even getting it started. So it's a big problem and a big challenge which we need technical people who will always assist us in this situation to be able to take some of these excavators out anytime we confront with this situation. I think basically the fight against illegal.
I'm in East, Member of Parliament, Ewaha. Homeboy, and I don't know any more. Honorable Nicholas Amankwa, Assembly making. Ghana Education Service had a statement about not too long ago. One say Abai Akre arrears capitation grants for basic schools from 2023. Ebepim Sabri. Wow. Eti we ensemoda Aba Daniel Fenyi and the head of public relations, Ghana Education Service. Onuna Nesasha say Nyami Adama production, Mr. Monfa story into a Yumna Ochinano. Yenyan big on a platform. Eti sana etie honum. Mahaba Hospital for Daruma Air as a PC about center ha. Furniture City Ghana, one said ne a ban of furniture on sense 30% discount. CD no ahwadia bum ujane naso. What ya said tea so pe empato a demo and near ma saying kunya the other kwaso them the other hospital the other go kitchen pool be and nasa beach be na wupesu be a microphone very relax here. You won't kunya be team de go mu dware wi ano mapeba bia da dwuo mo ho event furniture nyina no Furniture City Ghana Mr. 0244213333 your tema your Spinters Road and a Sanso Butu Kumasi eti near no I Care Services as Obama 1 year training in German language ICT and a healthcare enti anon so no na we are you prepare my job market especially in Germany salary no 50,000 plus a month and now kwaji e dey good bottom enti open to SHS and university graduates the phone number 0555343144 enti near tell no power specialist about hospital Dr. Kusuya Aduaya say a DB atete or hepatitis sciatica arthritis gonosyphilis broken bones ulcer fako na ontenete enfamao about your phone number 0244544422. Your Domeko Abenya Wakra, Kumasi Fiyase, Lake Bosometri Quantum so and Atakrade and Naji Estate. Honorable Nicholas Amankwa, Honorable Kwaba.
Yeah, no.
Bibia Boko dear.
Nyami Adom.
I said, I'm a monitor other platforms that Ben, I'm a driver.
If you is like more gloomy I see how you have pressure no crown I
never do.
Now committee so engagement parliamentary duties near the NT.
Yeah.
It's a no shakra it's a mate yami. Committee we are engaging a NADMO.
that's Defense and Interior Committee. Omo plans are omo di gu akwema fie nsuo no yante ne nka bebraze. Na mom nsuo no so omo kire say be say unity.
Okay.
To what are they doing more especially it won't cry as part of the reset agenda no. Na see the aye normal way every year be nsuo flood say amount for normal. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama under the reset agenda no. Omosha nadmu shisha oma yegu akwem. Enti but you know say radio good na Osha flyer iba here.
Yes.
Yeah ready said true ye besuma ewie numre no. Na yes rekwan na eba. Nti ahwefo na etie from fanche. Na bet madam senior so ase. I say the spokesperson or the Ministry of Agric. Now share me tie the presentation and this is exactly what Ghana for.
Yeah.
Now this is my first time of meeting him. Na me hwe ne kasa na me be hu na. No no so obi o free e krokitu am ti say dey me fear. Go say
Yeah, you feel aggressive for no.
Sana o ka o. Me dem see e krokitu am. Ko we ne hybrid.
It be.
Un say da bia ye nua no MPP for. Ade a omo boys Excellency John Dramani.
My former DCU.
Some common me diba. Okay. The Omode boy era John Dramani Mahama Basone say.
Yes.
Even with the 60 ministers are all promising and iswa. Na Ghana phone him say obey any day.
Yes.
Then so managing manabro so. And all appointment be our man. Or fan call for omo system nimu. As you are saying former DC.
Yeah.
So onimni man for how. All kasa so o tie ne kasa. Enye book bi na ya trauma na sua obetena haka. A practical experience or no one can say you.
That's true.
No, also the sector minister responsible for agric. Yeah, senior.
Yeah.
Here poku. Now the man here unique and say when he stands on the floor of parliament or kasa about economia yenko.
Yeah.
About the agric sector yenko. So marry two together. Now manage agric.
Yeah.
Ama His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ne Ghana no. Say the future for ye free a cronky to ma ye papa ne ye maame ye kuafo no. Ghana wo hwe ye import tomatoes.
Yeah.
Import to jende.
Arrow.
Import to yamo. Banansi ye ko Volta region here, they wo hwe vast land.
Yeah.
Wo hwe central region vast land. Oba me constituency a Memphis vast land. So ye be dey near to me I manage this vast land na abeye no my papa de amaye. Ohwe national chairman. Last week you go share UTV. Na me wo peace no UTV. O just we dua mango a aye oti. Uko bie bronga half area ho a enkokonyen a amanfo ye. Ni nyina na ye hia support. So there your ministry, that's the sector minister, aye senior Erikopoku. You born abaso. Now we so aye John Dramani Mahama. The ministers are here no. Aye try and tested. Practical experienced. And yet theory.
Yeah.
So every sector be an abe challenge amount say when deliver Ghana for be you and everybody is performing.
Madam Fubika James say agric ministry there. Eropoko anyini ye di ane just Ghana yaboka.
The last time I was listening to some interview. Now it's now I said mako take yaba, mako sign agreement way, mako China ba, mako sign agreement way. Make us say ya Volta region. Team be aba almost see omo dan ye
yeah.
Omba be invest wo. I'm saying that's all what you want.
Now quite on farming ko.
It's Ghana of future. Ghana of future.
Yes.
And that's all what we want. So on mine, you know, yensi mudie. Now we share a financials here. You're to forcing, you're John Dramani Mahama.
Yeah.
Umadaro Mayaboa Estebono. A bet to me rare impactor. I say a sinebisi dianeso. So I do always tell people say yatete normal so. But normally yatete so don't say Ghana's economy no. A import driven economy.
That's true.
Meaning say your crown no be kroma even aduane. Inti na your seasonal farming. So I was happy to hear from him say almost on baby 24-hour farming. But 24-hour farming no. Tell me who say well practical experience say. And yes say na jono was so touch no dey do. All year round farming. See the Obama call Western regional.
Yeah.
Your raining season, raining part na fear and suoto no. But do baby na dry season aba. On see any northern region season no in the same.
Yeah.
But in some by irrigation, support to end. It's not going to be say, ebi am MP. And I'm was asking to share me home. No more to down be mommy for my farm alone. Share the people around.
Yeah.
I don't think about one district, one factory in failure. No. They just planted the factories without looking at the source of the raw materials. Because when you get to me say we go to Volta region. Volta ammonia dia.
Yeah.
Volta banchini dia.
Yeah.
Then you look at community a center, a connect 5 constituency, 2 constituencies or 10 communities. No a planting machine a bet me a produce gari.
Yeah.
Na produce rice namae. Into woman share no one district, one factory. So no feasibility study was done and they just planted it anyway. And if you are not getting the raw material to feed the factory, how can the factory survive? You know, a coffee juice.
Yeah.
I sit here to say still a survival because the environment Central region is noted for planting those stuff. And this is exactly what this government is doing. So I did beer His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Ben. When you meet people who say, oh, 24 hours come or so, chop baby or cooperate 24 hours. No, I'm saying. This is wrong. And it is only His Excellency John Dramani Mahama under this Fourth Republic and our deliberate policy. Watch it. There has not been any deliberate policy to support a business. Also, make pretty 24-hour economy. And who is so Ochna Nyame Yaduma Yura Dr. Kesili Atuforcing the presentation of the mid-year budget, Ghana for Betty, how we are going to drive this country. Industry be boost to, farming be boost to, the business class, the dollar city relationship, on Betty and come no much me up planning. Just this morning, I was listening to the welfare director of TUC.
Okay.
And he make a unique way say, Abina Bomodin. Nobody ever thought say your dollar ni bet me free 17 or modi kodu and abedu baby ayedu. But the almost sharp buying say stability.
Okay.
And I also just read from the former deputy minister of finance. And he was saying say you're to forcing and the Ministry of Finance on backroom staff, you're John Dramani Mahama on my yardie. What they are looking for is stability.
To be a stability.
No. They are buying na wayen, you know, and went in a ma economy na crash ya, ye bobo sinye di ya, ni entumintu ya, omo introduce domestic debt exchange program. Na ewiase nyina Ghana nyina, nobody ever thought. Nti me when people no kasa me say na wo kobobo sinya, udi untumintu ya, u introduce program. E mo obi maami obi papa fam wu a, wo so aban no, utumi kasa fa governance wo. Unya kwanya de oyeni na say Ghana for me pomachew.
I'm say Ghana for Africa, and Chambeba.
Oh, watch it.
I
am commodie. I am commodie. And one thing so how money say, Nipa bia obobra, na sa wo fom, na wan say ma fom, na wa pache wa untumi correct ho da.
I know there.
And no something on betina fiache no. Because when you speak like that, and I say you are insulting the intelligence of Ghanaians.
That's true.
I listened to one of their leaders, Paul here. Petro ben board na mo see aba form. Petro board Yabra Mahama buy say. Na no obi auto petrol 2024. Obi auto petrol diesel 2023 no. Ene 2025 and His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Auto fuel. It's all purchase any panel can't you compare? Watch it. Obi another dollar dija. Ne krom haye share. A dollar cost 17. Yura ba omia ya ko fa ne so obechi dollar. Went to me no. Na ene dollar is trading around now the other one say a bar around 10 no and to me in bar 11 and to me bar down. So stability no a year and look at the fantastic man in charge of Bank of Ghana, the governor. Just yesterday I issued directive from all shippers council say all shipping authority now no post to daily dollar rates no be bar yamfano yambuna mfaso. So His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and the able ministers and this year pound for no they are doing their very best. Na yekoso bomb by say yensu ayewechi no we will continue to do our best to support them at the parliamentary level for us to deliver the promise Ghana for no. Now it is only His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. No ya banya Say manifesto to be also manifesto there. Manifesto promise there a just way. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama within the space of 6 months, 7 months, he will deliver almost 85% of the manifesto promise. And then I see looking at the car yabatu to new chromano, watching Oka ECG wasem, Oka cocoa board wasem, Oka road sector wasem, sector bang in an air canny. But His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, or in a pound for you're a doctor at forcing. A question has been answered. Question is here about to Abano. Chief, no more say Mahama crop a day.
Obey the yes.
Since you had a Ashanti region, no.
Yes.
A man say Mahama wabami atiti no maso. Mahama wabama dollar number form. Mahama wabama Ghana nibia feel sense of belongingness. So mine me so me can be. And on them chroma, a chroma ye din. And this is the government. Yes, say. And me away nim so obesumuno obe change Ghana because the both step His Excellency John Dramani Mahama took out to me this so 60 ministers Fourth Republic been see that.
I know there.
Now ocean calculation now he has saved this country 60 land cruisers.
60 land cruisers.
Land cruisers because all the ministers so can say
and the deputies
deputies because now you see 120.
Yeah.
So here Mahama Kaso call 120 the same
123.
Exactly.
25 for baby.
It's a 60 land cruisers.
Yeah.
60 saloon cars, 60 bungalows. Just say, you know what save or mine. I buy your boss. Fuel coupons account, chief. And on pay way on it you see the stability in the system.
Yes.
There's business confidence because now investor now when you scabe investing. Why up to Obama now? Look at the life you are living.
Yeah.
The burden when you trust are being investing is the reason why the business community no more evacuated from this country, no more relocated to Cote d'Ivoire, no more relocated to Nigeria. Then what was happening to us as a country?
MPP led by the former president Nekufari, no agenda now was not so more Ghana for. They had agenda. Say many nipa no ho kyere no na ho kyere no duru ba bia na sika ne bidi wo ha de obeka bia no
Obeti
you are no apeka krama
good ndo mo adoreje no mo yusu ni say wo de opa fa akoko tutu akoko no akoko tutu no ho eni mo no so abra wo nku no na fa ne second time ne bua no so me come in 3 days so we ngwa the 4th day no o san fa buru na obesan ya because here Bruno
and survival.
And that was the agenda. Let's staff Ghanaians. Yama resources MBD. And we have a lot of companies, a lot of businesses here deliberately almost collapsing.
I see.
Deliberately.
And Unibank Besambo.
Good. And the and the second aspect was that I keep on saying that governance is not about business. And when you move into governance and a government, now with the business-oriented people be certain positions here, you collapse the system.
I see.
Because government will focus part to be break even. Now, Kofa came for that as well. My financing is on one can say a business mongo, and he is competing within the competitors. Why wouldn't he collapse that? Competitors
and
business.
And then MPP flag brush will really out Kenya Japan.
Definitely. But you do that in the media, no? What they so to bring the competitors not down.
So I say the why coast store. Tim go get this year, my old chum. No, I can't go for no good.
Of course. Cooking for that almost say
banks
all the other apart from two good banks because no person on a bank has survived.
Data bank.
Aside that, look at the insurance company.
And
on staff form.
Data bank, go in, let the answer pay.
And on staff for other insurance companies.
SIC
was
not functioning.
Because why
SIC Bojuma.
Insurance you had the amount no data and nobody audio.
Enterprise life.
The one you bring such people
into government.
Now omuni timama timem for. Debi I keep on saying that. My experience was second university. Na you say a program na obviously contribute to 5 then. Na I'm saying maybe acquire it be. Make a say maybe. The first when you got town now the ATM card man. no the shape. Now me bought my password man. Oh, now I can balance 3 cedis. And he was surprised. I said, "Oh, what can say here in the Quran? Now I can do 200 Ghana by then. The upper 5 cedis now. Me see me ni bi no join say me pepe my header. The ambassador say, "Obia ohun onko tibia mu dan. Wo tibia mu ohun mo."
Share your experience, yeah.
Cause I man oni bi ma.
Okay.
Ye can't say ye can na ekufu ado ne the MPP no mo defend the MPP this time now. I told baby one here obenya yare because you look at them now was some go for no na Ghana some few years ago, some few months ago, less than a year ago.
Yeah.
We don't know the same people who were defending certain and you ask now say by election account the MPP had a gut. Yan tutu or second and see ho. And think Ghana for be cry kase BBS one nya. It should not be MPP leaders. The same people are not moving defending Ayawa so West Wagon. You are condemning we. And me who baby o former principal ni free. O more principal we say me did throw training per 1,000. I hear mo 5. Because o me vulnerable. But they tend to forget say 500 be no more GD amount. So I throw na would be and well lose 100. Well lose 100. When the hell man. Ampa obenyo mom ignorant 5 we am maji otro na di by 500 bi so ha 100 bi ha no munim senka mo de mo ye papa so am tro na mudi ye don't say am crofo they are not reliable so they will abandon you we no can 24-hour economy now we use a phase we can just go hospital 24 hours now be challenge most hospitals in Ghana omo 24-hour services
who's all can 24-hour farming no and me can see chim
obi say ye kwa akodo anaju BC Anaju cry to Adriane hospital for in most of the hospitals they don't run 24-hour services. There was certain services no more than 24 hours. Most of the hospitals okope you will be a first aid to wait for the emergency. Yeah. There was asking somebody say and you be a many year me most of the hospitals me doctor I'm an attendant man I don't know. Who's the most of hospitals no antenatal by 2 near pon. Okay. Obanyem no okohwe na pomudi ne no by 2 near pon do teacher ni ada obakwa antenatal won go school. But if you run that 24-hour service now you have 3 doctors are moving to shift your local school upon and son of call that antenatal.
Pharmacists no
the same thing. Baba de mu hu say obi to aduane na adbi wo ba bi ndino aduane for aduane one I catch you before say kofo be introduce school feeding,
yeah, school feeding.
Not preparatory school, no money aduane my school for.
No money.
Even Kufo bus, metro bus, but say na Osa.
How it was change of name. How it was change of name. I keep on saying that one I don't expect. So yes, I will change it.
Aberdeen told me ade.
Omo mungu. Omo ya kotekra. Say ka kotekra only. That Aberdeen told you omo ya ade. So na tata o. Na Osa o. Ana akofo. Is so very revamp no be no kofo bus. Metro bus. But here are John Dramani Mahama animals by they revamped them up without changing the name.
And the Aberdeen to also be testify say on inherit here no.
Yes. STC I remember 2016. President Mama your presentation of 50 buses. 50 buses. Now that time na mo muntie morning show no so you go for live feed. Ewo circle here.
No question masa already.
But so far and come on no modi fa media budget review expectation here then last week near a cover baha exactly a week ago Nita also buy Nita accounts not 25 cities naka but Nita account just was over 800 million. 800 million. And it's over. And then cost of parliament can never wrap up now. As 4 years now, media budget review no expectation.
Menim say nyame ya dom na ewie a ebenya kwan aba be do musuko. On say aban we aban a yen concentrate on say omo diska no because you are John Dramani Mahama as at institutions near adwuma so omo diska no they will go after them no so concentrate here adwuma because one shot on be distracted now bo say area a cover by or kade na bo sector be na omo ja no wa almost so much IB.
Obobo sector and the mom car for the 25 cities.
Every sector. And now I was reading the Auditor General's report.
Yes.
Misapplication of funds. You say our cost were Juma BM no maka crabeba. 8%, 10%, 20%. From 2020, what is it? 20, we are in 2025, right?
Yeah.
So 2023 to 2024, a jump of 109%, which means say funds I am misapplying. ECG almost year under declaration of revenue. Ama a car abakroma. So nyame adoma ochna. Meaning said the Ghana for you and say you're to forcing. And I'm all too say Sidiana Obia Frese. How Ombenya Areshemu say the dollar no will be stabilizing. A idea betting one sem. We shall buy by inflation, the business class. Since a year 2001, 2021 up to date.
Yes.
Yet me are dropping a inflation to a 13.5. Ghana for betie sense shebe na ebeba me to me are dropping on experience single digits so that the business class no bet me anya confidence no more investing more. Which 24-hour economy, the business class in industrial companies no almost say package are binded by more no and same as the government has assured them say electricity bill no there will be calibrated meters you be share no matter tariffs no so the amount when we are hooked onto the 24-hour economy or tax regime no so you be share tax rebates on be share normal profit from that a buying boss I will say any programs a buying introduce here and I will share parliament ye pass it bill or Ghana Medical Trust Fund ye friend Mahama Care Ababe Juma Ministry of Education sector minister ye Rahena Drusu or say the government is going to recruit 50,000 teachers. Ma oba menfi Easter. Me schools are here church for no. Ye we school tifie no so no. Wanya rehwemu say aban be obenya adwuma ye. Our nurses are omo wie school since 2021. Omo fie sisi a omo nya adwuma no. What is the government going to do? Then how the government is going to raise money abra aban by miss I do already say this morning I was on another station and I said say
okay.
Nanado down kwaku father memo odija Yera Mahama no. Now the only option left for Yera Mahama is saying taxes. Emebu oman. Now so hwe Yera ato forcing. Baby a okoyi tax returns. Wo say wutua woto a GRA they keep a percentage of your tax. Say o file tax be correct they will pay back. Oko pull here to me clear what is it betting tax? What me clear what's the e-levy Aban is doing a fantastic job in terms of air taxation. And what Ghanaians say, if there will be any even introduction of a new taxer, we say Sikano, say near the Koye.
Yes.
Their contractor for Nigerian says, Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Under the big push, contractors somewhere here coin. Sir, fees a Francia the ramp on stretch near the end. They will go back to a coin so of which the president has assured us. Now, by now, just ye queer nimuno. A bayer self-discipline. A buyer on a pound for you now. Almost apply fansa. Or mind there. Now they will give respect to the ordinary Ghanaian. Emma Ghana fan into my pa. Efra. Emma industries are koso. Emma ordinary citizen all mine musu and so when it does was say. And then enu niswa. Ochana. Yera Mahama ye president. Na NDC wa bemu kude. Ejuma onusubenya biaye. So the Ghana for you and say you're right to force him. Who can we see the old buyer? The dollar alone no. It's just a buy where you buy or you trustworthy. A buy where or you buy. You know, cause health insurance backlog on you now. What cleaning you now through your raminta kind of sector minister responsible for health. What cleaning you now? Who share a buy where buy? Who share what is teacher training allowance? Almost see a bow aba. Look at the video that came out. Ayera John Dramani Mahama. Since you see they are going to receive it through controller. A buy where you buy fee stress free.
No fee stress.
Exactly. Student or promises obey to ya I will form a constituency. The Bible school when you admission or better than wako. Yera Mahama say free SHS me ye the kwalanya by papada omunye aduane adi okọ tertiary nso a I'm going to take care of your admission fee no ade a waye about say what Yewra John Dramani Mahama is doing no and I would see a commentary what system ma do be ahwe ne say Mahama waba na obeye so let's all rally behind him and dia ubenya your political way there ubenya ye nua no MPP form babeka now the question is 8 years ye di job no mu di jaye sen omo kono de na omo di jaye because when we were leaving office no watch it. Stabilization fund $250 million. Sinking fund $350 million. We share what is it? Esla. Ni nyina ye jano ho. Ye jomo eye oil force aye jomo na na do kon ojaye den. Ojaye haircut. But you rat to force him by no. We share the relation between Ghana and IMF management now. The inflows coming now. Ye follow BBR. Even DDP. What is it? What is it? Domestic debt exchange program. We are affected. They are getting what is expected of them. And himself, Ghana will get out of the wounds. So where we are now, so I buy me pon or buy 6 months or any ministers in here. But you are John Dramani Mahama within the space of 100 days, no when you're the cabinet ministers, including regional ministers. Yeah. So the government is ready to work and it's working. And Yami Adama or channel. And good news about Ghana. And I'm papa Yewra John Dramani Mahama de ekono Yewra to forcing be pound to ma e ma timamu ni bia nya rehwemu say oda no sorry na Yewra John Dramani Mahama and this ne dia de dia ono so oda chi papa.
Okay. Ochira nyame aduma at 10 a.m. ye de live coverage from Parliament. Ebe Barbara Dr. Kizila to forcing. You say Ato is forcing. And Ato is forcing ampa. The budget presentation, media budget, review no. The whole live coverage ebe bremo. So like a father Roma or say fertility problems, about chobra na on share ban be mama transia cha warning ma. So like natural clinic 0553932635. National Lottery Authority NLA see and kanchira mu say wo ho no bi send numbers be say Facebook, WhatsApp, and any other platform be at the brow. Say oye juma or NLA and I know for be nebra be and now one MD near fine was it number in a boy numera or something can do as oboa omonim number eba game juma di omudi or NLA no enyina aye purely games of chance and or de ma war enti leaked numbers bia or baby antikai na shedens no bia nkwanko yo bukata nyu sika ni fresh 0266 087 966 Terai Care and Vision Center Nyami Adomoa 25th to 29th August or the Kiri Eye Care Day eba registration on 100 Ghana cedis to free eye examination, free glasses and a free eye drops or the bemao 0256 0256 0256 022833 and also on the Kaibwe Herbal an alternative hospital Wamaso Shaboa prostate issues fako na ontinete enfamao Yewo St. Andrews Anglican Church Abosokan yene no ene die no 0244809511 MPF for so diaba sa otofango na osusu se ye wiawo otofango na face osusu se fango de nya papa ese winji otofango na babi akoto no customer service de man enya wo within 48 hours selber reporto Edema NPA Penny4 until Betimako head office El Jolo and any of our regional offices in the Binoa report to for number is so 0302 550 3880 Fusiamen powder say a powder no waswa abadwaman so mema olibido ateko bema de owa ase unya tenka sampa obabi edodo obabi what I say obabi okay bema de so unya tenka do 435 for no more we say na koni mo ogina so oma good morning sade ne ma na je say ohabi eba baby bema de wo honum na ase kofi ne yire wo ho na oposa na mposa na oba so no kase kama na kofi so te ho na wo hwe any movie papa bi na ope ma chabo na de age ne ho na ye amai bro wa mai jo dabi sadi ndisi fusuamen podenti eti sadi mani nyina no enya de se ye besoso so eti na chese ne yetie ene no fusuamen podenti Brantia. Fusia member denti. Akwabi ameni different. Abo. Fusia member denti na se on trafie. Wa fa ne niema ato ne ko ho. Eno onam no chinchinza. Eti na jese ne etie enso eno ne timpa chofre 0244017097. Omada Roma Kambi. And today's edition of Pampaso. And so to nyame adomo a if ya da ya me mame Queen Star Poku Asoya ne kunu owura Bernard Olu aye soya wakan chinegu ebra aduane esiso nyame adomo a Friday ya ene yepe me papa no krabre enti Thursday and night of songs 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. ewo Mr. and Mrs. Sawyer's residence ewa Belimpe na aye Friday pre-burial service. And as a pre-barrier and violent past, it started from 7:30 to 9 a.m. and upon our Christ the King Catholic Church. Now, we are funeral service na atuaso at 9 a.m. You are on Sunday, no Thanksgiving service, so 10:30 ekopim 12 p.m. Our Christ the King and no our Accra or Atano on Friday all black na black and white on Sunday. Yes, all friends and sympathizers are cordially invited to mourn with the family. Watching you, as I can say, come me two honorable sir on the comments. I am here at the Mochina. Ever since your takes over your radio.